Hi friends, this is Carmen. Welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time here, welcome. So glad you're here. I have a special video for you today. I am repotting some of my cuttings, and particularly my string of hearts cuttings that I took from this mother plant here. I'm going to combine them into one pot and hopefully they'll fill in nice and bushy. Hopefully, that's the idea, and grow nice and long for me. So stay tuned and we'll get to it. Okay, so let me put my glasses on here so I can see what I'm doing. Now, I cut this string of hearts, the mother plant here. I cut the two of the strings, and one of them I wrapped around the top. You can see here that it has attached, the one that I wrapped around the top, and growing new leaves, and the ones that I did cut are growing nice and long. And this one I didn't cut, and it's growing nice and long too. So this is a 3-inch pot. I'm going to move them all into this 4-inch terracotta pot. I really like the lip on this one. It's really nice. I think I got it at Home Depot for like $2. So let me empty this first. Now this soil is still good, so I may reuse this one once I take a look at what we've got here. And I still have the floral pins here. I may leave those in, I don't know. So I'm just loosening up. This is fairly dry. I haven't, let me take this one off. I have not watered it because I knew I was going to be doing this. Oh, and I didn't see this. I don't think that I did this. It looks like a root ball. A rhizome rather. Oh gosh, I don't know if I should leave that in or not. I'm pretty sure I didn't put that in through there. I think that grew around it. Let me see if I can take it out because I don't want to leave that metal in it. There. I'm not going to water this when I finish repotting because I don't want any water to get down in there, but it has a few rhizomes. Look at that. Some big ones. Look. So that's good. That's a good sign. So let me set that right there. And I think probably the easiest thing might be to take this out like this and see what we've got in here. This is somewhat dry also, but in taking sphagnum moss off of rooted plants, and you need to be careful that you don't tear any of the roots. Now, to leave some of the moss on there is okay. I can probably start separating these. Skillshare is an online learning community with thousands of inspiring classes for creative and curious people just like you and me. You can explore new skills, deepen your existing passions, and get lost in your creativity. I'm developing more of my personal passions, such as art, watercolor, acrylic paint, but I'm also learning more about my DSLR camera and filmmaking abilities to develop my professional skills too. I've got all my classes stored here in my online folder that I can look up and keep track of all the classes that I take. Now, they also have classes about plants. As you can see here, this one by Christopher Griffin, also known as Plant Queen on Instagram, Uplift Your Spirit and Your Space with Plants, is one that I'm really looking forward to taking. The first 1,000 of my subscribers to click the link in the description box below will get a free trial of premium membership from Skillshare so you can explore your creativity. So click the link below and get your creativity started. These are easy to propagate, which is great because they can be very, very expensive. I had purchased mine in a 2-inch container from Hertz Gardens online, and it's, oh darn it, took a root off there. And then I transferred it to the 3-inch because it was starting to grow and it was starting to get very long. And then I decided, you know what, let me cut it and propagate it so I can get more. And that's exactly what I did. And now, since these are already hanging over, I'm gonna maybe put these more towards, a little bit more towards the edge, right about there. Give it a nice little tuck in. This soil that I'm using here is the Tank's Green Stuff cacti and succulent mix, along with some other soil from nursery pots that I'm reusing. So I kind of mixed it together to make a little bit more soil, and I added some worm castings and things like that just to kind of mix a little bit more, but it's very good soil. Okay, I'm gonna let this settle for about a day or two before I water it, because I think I've got some edges that may be open, some rhizomes that may be open, some roots. And open by, I mean that, you know, that they were torn or something. So I don't want to add water to them. So I've got the 1, 2, 3 that were hanging, one new one that's hanging, and a couple more here that are growing vines here. So you can see there, and it's nice and full on top. Lots of rhizomes on this baby, which I think is a great sign that this grew lots of rhizomes. Do that. So I'm going to put it back up here on its pedestal in front of the east-facing window, and this plant seems to love it in that east-facing window, getting some morning dappled sunlight and bright light the rest of the day. It's in the plant room, so it's not real close to the humidifier, so, but this doesn't need, I mean, this is a succulent. It doesn't need high humidity, and I don't keep it much higher than 50, 55 in here anyways. So I'm really happy with that. Thanks so much, friends, for visiting with me today. And if you didn't catch the original one video that I did of how I cut these up and how I laid them down in there, I will link that up here or somewhere up here that you can watch, and then come back and watch this one when you're ready to replant your propagations, okay? Thanks so much, friends. I'm going to go see what Rosie's up to, what she's barking at, and I will see you in the next video. Have a blessed day. Bye-bye.